welcome to a new episode of Review. Today we will take a closer look at a Boeing 737-800 in the livery of Corendon. As always, we start off with the box, and here we can see on the front side we have the cutout so we can get a glimpse of the aircraft inside, and we have the Corendon branding on top. Then on the back side of the box we have an image of the aircraft itself. We have a web link by Herpa Wings where we can get more information, and we can see it is a limited edition. So that's it for the box. Let's take a close look inside and at the aircraft model itself. And here she is, the Boeing 737-800 from Corendon. Now we have to distinguish here because this aircraft is in fact part of Corendon Dodge Airlines, which is part of the Corendon Group, which also operates Corendon Airlines, which however is based in Turkey. But with no further ado, let's take a closer look at this brand new 2018 1:500 scale release from Herpa Wings. And as always, we start off with the tail section of the aircraft. And here we can see on the vertical stabilizer we have the Corendon branding. On the fuselage we then have the full registration code of the aircraft and the Dodge flag. If we then move from the back of the aircraft all the way to the front of the aircraft, we can see along the fuselage the writing of Corendon or the Corendon branding. The cockpit windows are also quite nicely detailed. We have, for example, the window wipers printed on, but we also find the last two letters of the registration code just above the cockpit windows. And from there we can then move on to the engine nacelles. They have been kept in the Corendon red, which I think is quite nice. And a bit unusual perhaps, we can find here the aircraft type specification. Just above the wings we find this rather nice detail of the emergency exits which have been printed on the fuselage. And of course that leads us straight to the wings. If we take a look here from the top side, we can see some really nice details, including the markings for the emergency exits, but also the different flaps, slats and spoilers have been carved out really nicely. And of course we also have some nice details on the underside, including the full registration code of the aircraft once again. But that's of course not all for the wings. We also have the winglets, which have been given the Corendon branding both on the outer and on the inner side, and I think that looks really nice indeed. And then last but not least, we also have the doors to the cargo compartments printed on here and the back side of the aircraft, and here at the front side of the aircraft. So there we have it, the Boeing 737-800 in the current Corendon livery. A nice little addition, especially if you are building a fleet of charter aircraft, then this will fit right in. The livery is probably not the most challenging to print, but Herpa has nevertheless done a very good job with the details that there are in this livery, and also the fit-circuit details are on a very high level, as we are used to from Herpa Wings by now. Now with that we've reached the end of today's episode. If you have enjoyed this video, do feel free to leave a like, that would be very nice. With that you show your support for the series and of course the channel. And if you're new around here, why not hit subscribe? With that you won't miss out on any future videos. Next time on Review we will take a closer look at an Airbus A330-200 in a special livery of Eurowings. Until then I'd like to say thank you very much for watching. Hope to see you soon again. I'm checking out and bye.